Why can it sometimes be so hard to get over someone who we weren't even dating? Or maybe we were only dating them for a short amount of time, and the pain that we feel doesn't logically make sense for the amount of time that we've known this person. And if you've been in this place, you may have even been feeling shame around how deeply this relationship, or not even a relationship, has impacted you. And you might be wondering, like, is there something wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why is this impacting me so deeply? The loss of this person who I maybe wasn't even in a relationship with, or it wasn't even that long. Well, I'm here today to help you to feel better about this. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm going to explain exactly what's going on here. But real quick first, the deadline to sign up for my new group program, the Breakup Glow Up, it's coming up fast. The last week to sign up will be the last week of June. We're gonna start July 1st, and it's a small, intimate program where if you have gone through a breakup, you're still hung up on your ex, and you wanna use that breakup to release the burdens from the past, the blocks you've been carrying around, so that you can level up your love life and find real love, feel worthy of real love, feel deserving of real love, then this program is for you. I may not do this program again, and if I do, it might be not until next year. So if you feel a calling to this subconscious work, and you haven't felt quite ready to do one-on-one work yet, but you want to do some releasing work and learning how to find real love in a group, then check out all the details about the program. The link is in the description of this video. So let's talk about short connections. Here's the deal. The pain that we feel when we've lost a short connection can feel as deep and profound as losing any other type of connection. And like I said earlier, if maybe you only dated someone for a couple weeks and they ended things and you feel so heartbroken and so sad, and you might be experiencing grief even at the loss of this connection, you might be questioning yourself. You might be wondering, what's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Because this person has affected me very deeply. And you might be feeling like you shouldn't be feeling this way over such a short connection. Let me know if you can relate to this. If maybe you've tried to get some comfort from people and they're like, why are you feeling this way? It wasn't even a real relationship. You should be fine, is kind of the energy that you might be getting from people. And then it can really make you doubt yourself. On top of the pain that you're already feeling, you might be feeling really alone in this experience. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this at all. I talk to clients every single day, literally every single day, who have been through something like this, who have been very impacted by a short but meaningful connection with someone. So the pain that we feel when we lose a connection with someone, it actually doesn't correlate to the amount of time that we've been with someone. Because we can be with someone for a very long time and not have that deep of an emotional connection with them. They may not have impacted us very deeply, but we can have a very deep, intense connection with someone who we've only known for a short amount of time. So throw away the idea that your pain is only valid if the connection was long or if it was a real relationship. Not true, doesn't serve anyone. Get rid of that. If the connection was real and deep, we can feel a profound sense of loss. Because maybe what this connection meant to you was it was the first time that you actually felt safe with someone after many, many years of feeling unsafe or being in toxic and abusive relationships. Maybe this was the first time that you felt like you can take a deep breath and let your guard down. Maybe this was the first time you felt that special connection or that special feeling with someone after you've gone through a divorce or a really difficult breakup in the past, and that really meant something to you. Or maybe it was the first time that you could truly be yourself with a person, and you've never felt that way before. These short connections can impact us deeply. They can have a tremendous effect on us. And so, of course, if we lose a connection like that had a lot of meaning to us, even if it was only a few days that we knew this person, we're gonna feel it. Because the truth is, when a connection that feels special ends, that's a real loss. Again, it doesn't have to do with time. It's subjective. It's all about our perception and what we experienced with this person. So like I said, if the connection was real and it was deep and it felt special, even if it was short, you can be very affected by that. So now you might be asking, okay, well, what do I do with that now? Like, how do I move on from this connection that felt so different and so special and so unique? I'm having such a hard time letting go of this person. And so the first thing that we can do here is to give ourselves permission to see the loss of this connection, this relationship potential that may have never come to fruition, as valid. Giving ourselves permission to say, yeah, you know what? That connection was special to me. It really did mean something. And because it did, it's normal and okay that I feel sad about this right now. This is a valid loss. There are no shoulds when it comes to feelings. I wish that all of us would take the word should when it comes to emotions and relationships, and like I said before, throw it out. It does not serve us to judge ourselves for the feelings that we have. When we are judging ourselves, it actually makes it that much harder to move through the emotion and to let it go. To let go of the hope that this person was going to be the one, or whatever it is that we were hoping would come of that connection. When we shame ourselves or should ourselves for having feelings like this, makes it so much harder. So if this is you, give yourself permission to say, yeah, you know what? This was a loss. I'm really sad about this, and that's okay. It's normal to feel a sense of loss when that connection felt special or profound to us. And like I said, when we let go of thinking that there's something wrong with our emotions or that they shouldn't be there in any way, that makes it so much easier to move through the emotion, because that's what emotions are. They're just energies that want to be felt and moved through you. We could say expressed in that way. They just want to be allowed to be there. We can think of them like child parts of us. If you have a young child that's showing up in your world, they're just walking up to you and they're crying and they're feeling so sad. What they're most needing from us is acceptance, is love, is to say, I see you. I see that you're in pain. I'm so sorry that's happening. Come here, let me give you a big hug. That's the feeling, the energy that we want to have when we have emotions of any kind, but especially when it comes to something like this, where it's typically not thought of that we would feel such a deep loss when the connection was short. But if you're still feeling stuck in missing this person, in longing for this person, in wondering what if, and it's been months and it's been years and you're now ready to move on from this, then at that point it might be time to get some professional support. And I am always here to help you with this. We can release some of the energies that might be contributing to the feelings of grief, to the feelings of sadness, and the difficulty with letting this person go that you might be experiencing. I see this a lot. Like I said, I deal with clients every day who are going through this sort of a experience where it was a short connection, but it impacted them deeply. And often what we find when we dive into the subconscious is there are certain things from the past that were triggered in the loss of this connection. So like, for example, maybe you were going through a divorce, and like I said, this was the first time you felt such a special connection with someone since, let's say, your ex-husband. And so when you lose that connection, it might not even be just about losing that particular connection. It might be triggering some loss that you hadn't fully processed from your divorce. Or maybe it reminded you of something from your childhood. And so what we do with the subconscious work that I do is we find the particular energy that's making it hard to feel better about this loss, and we release it. It might be a trapped emotion, which is a suppressed emotional energy. It might be an energetic cord with this person, or it might be some negative beliefs. So we find that once we release those energies, then you're able to let this person go, to leave them in the past, to take the good, because there's some good there, right? There was a good connection, it was a good experience. Take the good, but then open your heart to a new love, to a new connection that might actually be even more profound than the last one. So if this is you and you want some support moving on from a short but powerful connection, then look me up. All my info is in the description. I'm happy to do this work for you in one-on-one sessions, or I'd love to have you join my Breakup Glow Up group. We'll be definitely doing some energy healing in that group. We'll be releasing some of these blocks, making it hard to move on from a connection like that. So if this is you, again, click on the link in the description to learn more about how you can work with me. Speaking of intense connections, if you are wanting to find real healthy love, there's something super important that you need to know about what that means. So check out this video here.